Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2.
I didn't expect the inside of the mines to be like this. This is gonna be tougher than I...
Once again, starting off the level with a Knuckles level, a treasure hunting level rather, if you prefer that more official term. We are playing Aquatic Mine, which is actually probably, I don't know, it's kind of cool. I really like the concept, but I'm not so sure that it isn't my least favorite Knuckles level, unfortunately, because this one, you have to swim a lot, and I've never been a big fan of water levels or swimming mechanics. If you guys have watched my videos before, you should already know that. So, Aquatic Mine, yeah, you adjust the water levels in this level, and it's kind of weird, and there's actually a lot of, like, secret passageways, so there is a lot of exploration, and I really like that. There's lots of places to go, lots of things to do, but it's kind of difficult, and it's kind of tedious to get around sometimes, and you can get lost fairly easily, and this camera is really not working with me right now. But up above everything, there is another segment, which I have a sneaking suspicion that the emerald is going to be located in, so let's go ahead and go up there. So, yeah, you have to grab on to that thing right there, but that doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Let me go ahead and raise the water level real quick, and we can get up there a little bit more easily. And yeah, this level is supposed to be haunted. All of Knuckles' levels are, like, dark compared to the rest of the game, which is, I suppose it's not that weird, because he's supposed to be, like, a little bit more mature of a character. He's older than the... Ah, dang it, what am I doing? He's older than the rest of them, and he can handle himself a little bit better in the case of scary things. But let's go ahead and hit that switch and change the water level once again. Okay, that is going to completely drain the water from everywhere, which will allow us to go right down here. And there is actually a secret in here. Is that it? Yep, that's an emerald piece. Okay. Found the second one before you found the first one. Alright there, Knuckles. Good for you. Well, that's actually something that can happen in this game. As I told you guys before, the radar only shows one emerald piece at a time, but the rest of the emerald pieces are actually still present in the level, so we're gonna have to go up real quick. Go, Knuckles, go! You can make it! So, yeah, on that topic, it is actually possible to get the second and third emerald pieces before you find the first, and I hope that doesn't happen here, because that would be kind of weird. But anyway, we just got ourselves a power-up, and I didn't freak out about that breathing there, because I knew the top was coming soon, and that this power-up was going to exist. You might think that going back up is a little bit more difficult than going down when it comes to diving, and you would be right. However, we have a power-up to work with this time, which is the air necklace, which allows Knuckles to breathe indefinitely underwater, and this is going to come in handy later in the game. It's actually not required. This is an optional power-up, but oh my gosh, let me tell you guys, if you don't get this, you are going to have one heck of a time later on. So I recommend that the first thing you do in this level is go and get that air necklace, and that guy jumping into me with his big old spikes, it totally wasn't me that jumped into him, no. But him jumping into me with his big old spikes kind of threw me off. And you know what? I'm going to take a hint real quick, because I have absolutely no idea where this emerald is. Alright, what do we got? Above the skull. Which skull are you talking about? There are kind of a lot of skulls in this level, but you know what? That helps. See, there was a skull right there, and there was a triangle of skulls like 3 feet behind that monitor, so this monitor totally doesn't have any idea what it's talking about. Okay, above the skull. And it wasn't... Aw, there we go! I love this function. I am so glad. Well, I suppose it wouldn't really work to have this kind of level at all if they didn't have any sort of a radar, but... Oh man, I'm glad that they have this function, because without it, I would be just lost forever and probably never would have completed this game. And there's the skull, and this is above it, and that was tight. Not quite extreme or radical, or... I don't know, it's kind of a subjective scale using whatever words over other ones, right? Like extreme being better than tight. Maybe some people think that tight is better than extreme. Who knows? And we're already at the last emerald, apparently. I'm glad I got that other one earlier, or else we wouldn't be so close to finding this one already. Where is it? Hold on. Is it up top, or is it over here? What's going on? What do we have? Because sometimes the emeralds can be located in these dirt patches on the wall, and you have to dig into those. But is it lower down? Nope, it is definitely higher up. So I have a suspicion, once again, that it is in the room up above everything. So we can go ahead and raise the water level once again. And yes, this is, I suppose it's not required. I'm sure there are some acrobatic tricks to help you get up to this point without having to change the water level, but it is the gimmick of the level, so they expect you to use it if you're like an average player like me and not some super duper... Okay, where are we? We have to dig down here or something? Yeah, there we go, and we got extreme on that one, so, well, the score on the last one wasn't too terrible, but let's see what we got. I'm assuming we didn't get an A rank because we got a tight on one of those. Yeah, C.
Too bad.
Whatever, it's average, I will take it.
Sheesh, there always seems to be a lot of police around when you don't need them. Tails, any news yet?
For some reason, I'm not getting a signal from the 6 remaining Chaos Emeralds. Maybe Eggman took the emeralds into outer space. Outer space? Knuckles!
Hey guys, long time no see. I must have got lost in the mines. Looking for the Master Emerald pieces was tougher than I thought it would be. Where are we anyway? Hey, where are you going?
Move aside, Knuckles! I managed to find the transcripts between Eggman and the President in the government computer. I'm following the President's limo right now. If we get into the limo, we can trace the call to find Eggman.
Okay, let's meet up there.
Hey! Wait for me, Tails!
This is one messed up city, isn't it? Why did the sewers connect to the mines that were full of skulls and dead bodies and all that terrifying crap? Who knows? Either way, right now, we are doing something messed up ourselves. We are illegally pursuing the president without anybody's permission. And so, in real life, Tails would probably get absolutely destroyed here in a second, but this is the world's weirdest highway, and it is located over, like, a pit of death and despair or something like that. But we have to pursue the president, and apparently this is the road that his Air Force One or Land Force One or whatever. I don't know anything about the American president. How am I supposed to know anything about the president of whatever city this is? I was about to say Metropolis, and then I realized that's off Superman and not this. But anyway, that aside, we are indeed playing a kart racing level in Sonic Adventure 2, which isn't even like a spin-off. It's part of the main series, and a lot of people thought this was weird. Although I suppose it does fit Tails' like style of gameplay in that he's driving well, not driving, but piloting a robot all the time. So the ability of the tornado to transform into a car is kind of cool, and Transformers totally ripped off Sonic Adventure 2, man. Anyway, yeah, what you have to do is make sure that timer up in the top left doesn't run out, because apparently, what is implied if that happens is that the president gets away and that you did not catch up to him in time, and that you are a very incompetent two-tailed fox and Sonic needs to find a better sidekick. So, you have to be as fast as you possibly can. Luckily, there are checkpoints along the way which will add some time to your timer, so you don't have to worry too much about it. And, there is actually a ranking system on this, level as well, so you can get an A rank or a B rank or whatever. It's all completely based on time though, so you don't have to worry about rings in that regard. But after you get a certain number of rings, I'm not entirely sure how many it is actually, you get a boost, which of course will help immensely with your time, and using these at the proper moment is crucial to being able to get an A rank. Also, you can drift, and I think it's really fun, and you can stay in, like, drift mode. I think you go a little bit slower if you're constantly drifting a little bit, but you can stay in, like, drift mode, and it's really fun. Either way, this is no Mario Kart, but you know what? It's alright. There's actually a multiplayer version of this where you can race your friends or computers, or both, I think. But, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I never really got anybody to play it with me because there was always Mario Kart, man. That was just the better option. But it's a fun little distraction for a couple minutes at a time if you have nothing better to do. Either way, we are on the final straightaway, and we're going to catch up with the president's completely unguarded limousine, and that seems a little bit insecure to me. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and get him. So, Mr. President, come to me. We have completed this minigame among minigames of Sonic Adventure 2, and this was one of the things I remembered best as a kid. I thought it was so cool, but it also took me probably like 50,000 tries on every single level to get to this point, so I thought I was later in the game than I did, and way. We got a way rank, apparently. No idea what I'm saying. Anyway, moving on.
Mr. President, reports show that since the incident 3 hours ago, the country is in turmoil. Our financial communities are impacted, and our satellite communications are down. An emergency meeting has been called. Mr. President, this is a national crisis.
Spare me the details. Exactly just what is it that you want? Dr. Eggman?
Well, let's just get down to business then, shall we, Mr. President? I won't bore you with all the details since I know you are a very busy man. Mr. President, my demands are quite simple. Surrender to the Eggman Empire and make no attempts to resist. Otherwise, your country will cease to exist. You have 24 hours to give me your answer.
No way!
What the?
Sonic,
Eggman Empire. Yeah, right.
What the heck's going on here?
Don't worry,
no.
Mr. President.
What did you
Everything's
do?
under control. Just leave it to us. Got it, Tails?
I got it! He's transmitting from the space colony Ark.
Okay, let's move it!
Wait up, Sonic!
Hey, you,
Mr. President, we're receiving an incoming signal from our agent.
Inside that pyramid?
I saw Eggman go inside the pyramid. And more importantly, I saw that Batgirl go inside with him as well. But you saw them too, right?
Well, yeah.
We should be able to get into outer space from there. I don't know what this space colony is all about, but I'll find and destroy that cannon, and then kick their Imperial butts.
All right.
I'll go and find the entrance.
Looks like things are heating up. Eggman has laid down some threats, and the world is in peril. Yeah, we saw that super laser he had earlier to blow up the moon with, which was, you know, for a guy with an IQ of over 300, Eggman is woefully underinformed about jumping into the sand. Alright, that was just a warm-up, everybody. Forgot to engage my hover there. That was kind of pathetic, actually. But, Eggman's kind of woefully underinformed about how important the moon is to the world, because, you know, that would, like, destroy the world as well, not having a moon. But you know what? It looked red, it looked pretty, I'm okay with it. Who cares if we can only live a couple more days? The nights will be oh so much more beautiful and oh so much more romantic as a result. Either way, we are playing with Tails, and we are breaking into Eggman's base, and I really like the decorations in this level. Everything is Eggman-themed. Of course, I've always liked Eggman-themed decorations, but I especially like these ones, like the Eggman faces on these doors here. It's implied that it's part of, like, ancient ruins, but then Eggman went back and, like, decorated it or something, and I love that. I absolutely love it. And in here we have what? We have an animal. Aw, it's a cute little tiger, so let's go ahead and pick him up for literally no reason, because we're not going to be visiting the Chow Garden in the main game of this, but we have a skunk as well, and we can maybe, like, stink out Eggman or something, or maybe we can stink him out with Knuckles, because Knuckles was in the sewer earlier, and that is disgusting. Knuckles is such a big old brute and deserves no respect from anybody. There is the Chow key, though, and, dang it. See, one of my problems when I'm controlling Tails is his hitbox is so large and he's so clunky, and I expect, like, precision movements, because that's what I kind of get used to in Sonic games, right? Because I expect to be, have, like, seriously? That's the second time that happened. I keep forgetting to, like, I keep jumping at the wrong time or engaging my flight at the wrong time or something like that. But anyway, moving onward, let's step up the gameplay a little bit, see if we can get at least, like, a decent rank on this level. Go ahead and take that guy out. I expect to be able to jump out of the way with precision and stuff like you can with Sonic and move quickly, but unfortunately with Tails things are a little bit more clunky and destruction-oriented, and I always want to get through everything really quickly, and that's what dooms me on these Tails levels as well, and I'm going to have to go down here if I want to get that, and there we go. Alright, moving along here, we have some more pots we can break. I don't know, do those give you points? I'm not entirely sure. If they do, it's probably a good idea to get rid of them, because who doesn't need some extra points once in a while, right? And we have all three of those within our lock, and we can go ahead and destroy them. Do these? Yeah, they do. Wow, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. They, take a couple milliseconds off our timer, of course, and I accidentally just got my combo a little bit smaller than I meant to there by trying to go after them, but maybe we can make up some of the lost points from dying by taking out as many pots as possible. Plus, pot is of the devil, so, oh boy, that was a joke. I bet nobody's ever made a joke about how bots and pot sound similar, but okay, I'm moving on. Pretending I never said any of that completely embarrassing stuff. Let's go ahead and destroy all these monkeys here. Yeah, these guys are optional to destroy, but why not go ahead and get our combo a little bit bigger? And why are there monkeys in the middle of the desert? The world may never know. I don't know why that's the enemy of choice in this level. It seems kind of strange to me, but you know what? I'm not going to complain because they're awesome, and they've been in the series since the very start, and I love them. What are they called? Like coconuts or something like that? I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and destroy these big old blocks and get them out of the way, and they take like the same amount of hits as do one of those really, really thin little doors right here, so I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with the physics of that, but we have a little bit of a maze, and we're gonna have to navigate our way through it. Luckily, Tails is a boy genius, and he will have absolutely no trouble in getting through that. So you have to hop from thing to thing, here. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say, but it actually feels kind of cool jumping from one of these, what would you call this, like a... I don't know, like a lever or a hand grip or something. I don't know. My brain is absolutely fried today. Forgive me, everybody. Okay, what is going on? Camera? Camera, help. Camera. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. There are some aspects of this game, just as there were of Sonic Adventure 1, that haven't aged particularly well, and that is one of them. The camera can be a little bit difficult to control at times, and since this is just a port rather than a complete remake of Sonic Adventure 2, we still have to deal with that problem. And dang it, I forgot to go up there, because that would have made this a lot easier, and I would have been able to get a longer combo, but we can just go ahead and go this way, and it doesn't matter all that much either way. So let's destroy these things, and I thought these things were weird when I was a kid. I had no idea what they were back then, and to be honest, I still kind of don't. They're like canisters of some kind, but I have no idea why there are so many and what they could be canisters of, but they're big and red, and of course decorated with that classic Eggman face that I love oh so much. So let's go ahead and hop on the spring, come up here, and continue on with the level. And by continue on with the level, I mean finish up the level, because we are at the very end here. Let's go ahead and destroy those monkeys, get our extra points before we end it, and we got ourselves a jammin' points bonus there at the end. Probably still didn't get an A rank because of that death there at the beginning, but oh well, it doesn't matter all that much. 15,000 points, that gets us. Oh, hey, look. You know what? A rank, I will take it. I am happy with that. But that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time where we break into Eggman's base with the other characters and see what he's doing up in the Space Colony Ark.